Hello? Oh, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, okay, I guess we're just in this, right?
Oh, we're in.
Okay.
We're in.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the
We're here.
Pinemen. It's been a long time, but we're back in action.
Yeah, a little technical difficulty as we must do to get warmed up.
Yeah. It's
We
been a
like to
little
get a
while.
little nervous off the bat.
Yeah. It's been a little while, so we forgot how to do all this stuff. So, and also apparently my computer forgot that my microphone exists. So,
Oh, that's all it was.
yeah, but it remembered, so we're good.
Thank God.
Yeah, so how we been
How's
doing?
everyone doing? How
Yeah.
we doing, crowd?
How we doing? We got 2 viewers on Twitch. I think one of them's you, so, and one of them's
possible.
probably me. I don't know. I still don't know if that counts as a viewer if you're monitoring it through the stream
It
manager.
shouldn't.
But
It really shouldn't. It shouldn't count for either one of us if we're logged into our own account. But
yeah, I would think, right?
I think it does.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah. I put a call to action out on Instagram, so we'll see if anyone.
Oh,
joins us.
really? Nice. That's cool.
Well, either way.
Yeah.
Even if it's just us alone, maybe we can make some more clips again, like we did,
Yeah. of course.
like I was doing for a bit.
Right. I
months,
also am viewing this more
years.
like, yeah, I'm also viewing this more just like, just hanging out, which is good.
Exactly. We're just back. We're getting
Yeah.
back in the swing of things. I've update about my life. I have a new job now, so there was a little bit of I couldn't really fucking swing the podcast because I was working many hours, which honestly many hours is like I was working a 5 days, which is what normal people usually work, but that's too much for me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I needed to sleep for the full day on my days off. So
That makes sense.
But yeah, so we had to. For now, I'm working at a bar now, cooking. Life's been good. And we're back. We're back now. Back on my 3-day-a-week schedule. Things are looking good.
Yes.
So that's an update for me. What have
Yeah.
you been up to, Matt?
Same old stuff, pretty much. I don't know. I started going to baseball games. Have I been telling you about that?
Hmm.
Yeah, I mentioned it, right?
You mentioned the what was his name again?
What?
The great pitcher.
Oh, Max Scherzer.
Is that who it was? No, the one that gets the bases.
Oh,
as a special move.
Bryce. Yeah, I still don't remember his last name. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went this Saturday too. So
You went to another baseball game?
yeah, I mean, I'm acting like I've
damn.
gone to so many. It's been 2, but 2 in like
Two
4
in,
weeks.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well,
4
2
weeks.
in like it was kind of no, it was like went to one, skipped a weekend, went to it. So 3 weeks, right?
Dang.
Kind of.
Yeah. Is it the Mets?
Yeah.
And how are they doing this year?
They're in a very intense race to win the division.
Okay.
So it's exciting. It's cool. They're doing good. They're like in first place, but the Atlanta Braves are 1 game behind technically. But it's only because they haven't played as many games. Like they
Okay,
have
so
the same amount of losses, but the Braves have 2 less wins, but they've played 2 less games. So it's like something like that. Yeah. So
they're doing pretty good.
yeah, they are, but it's like a little bit of a thing where it's like just do a little better so that you guarantee yourself a first place spot. But obviously I'm sure they're trying. I'm pretty sure they've thought of that. Like I'm sure they're
Someone should tell them though. Still.
right. Like, yo guys, I just came up with this new strategy. Like if you guys just try to win all the games instead of just like the vast majority of them, there's the odds of having a successful postseason are higher. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I should write in and let them know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you do things
Call-
these days,
call
right?
in.
Yeah, you write
Yeah.
a letter to their management team.
Hey guys, I have a plan for you.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah.
Just keep winning all the games.
Yeah. So that's a little thing that honestly I totally understand why I've been into sports in my life before, but like I don't really like pay that much attention for the past couple of years, but like I understand why it's like an appealing thing, and it's just funny because like I know like what it really is, you know. At the end of the day, it's basically just, you know, it's like something that like there's no real reason to care about it at all. Like it doesn't affect your life whatsoever if the Mets are doing well, you know what I mean? It just doesn't matter. But like if you just want something to like look forward to and just like kind of like enjoy and just kind of like give you a reason to care about something, that's pretty much how I look at it. It's just like after spending the past like several months in like a severe like with like a total lack of like excitement, I'm just like glad that I just am like, oh, here's a thing that I could just like care about for no like just for no reason. I know it's not really that meaningful, but it's like it's nice to just be like, oh, it's like 7 o'clock. All right, let's, you know, I'm sure the Mets are on. Let's see. And then it just gives me something to do. I don't know. That's it.
No, I completely understand that, and it's kind of. I mean, obviously, it's depressing that's a real thing in life, but it's very real.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I remember it in my beautiful depression in New York. I remember thinking, The Witcher 3 is coming out, so I have to live that long.
Yeah.
I just have to make it that long.
Yeah.
And I can play that game, and then.
That's oh my god, it's so crazy. I remember when World of Warcraft Classic was coming out in 2019. I was like, I had the same feeling. I was like, oh man, all right, it's coming out in a month. Like, I have to hang on because I don't want to miss the release. Like,
it's just nice to it is. It's really nice to have things to look forward to, and it really gets you through the tough periods in your life.
Exactly.
You're like, well, at least there's that. I can make it and see how that'll make me excited for a small bit of time.
Exactly. And like,
dude, yeah, the lack of excitement in life that's a real thing.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It feels hard to be excited about things when you're just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, being younger and stuff and just being more like oblivious to like what goes on in the world. It just feels like so easy to just think that like having a cool night out and like talking to like some cool people and like seeing like a cool place, like finding a cool place that has like, you know, a cool atmosphere is like, that's like what it's about, man. Like, and you know, don't get me wrong, that's cool and that's good. I'm saying cool every 5 seconds, but it is cool.
No, it's good.
But
it reinforces the idea.
But it's cool. But it's like, I don't know. I just can't. I don't want to think this way. It's just, it's hard to be like, yeah, it's gonna be the best night of my life. Just like going around and yeah, just going out to a place and just paying money to buy drinks and like, you know, hopping over to another place to get some food. Oh shit! I wonder what kind of design this place is gonna have. Don't tell me they have like exposed stained wood tables that are like kind of old style with like some kind of industrial looking lighting with like Edison style bulbs that are maybe hanging off of some stainless steel piping that's like up there with like visible ventilation and stuff, like you know, with the beers drawn on a chalkboard. You know what I mean? Like the beer list is like on a chalkboard, handwritten. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's cool and it's wholesome and stuff, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like,
I do, of course.
Is that really supposed to be like, this is what it's about, bro? Like,
yeah, it's funny because one of my new buddies around town, like we were talking about like how there's like 3 like bar supply stores basically.
Yeah, okay.
That like it depends on your aesthetic, and you shop at like the, you know, whichever one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's the one that has like the pinball machines and like the velvet furniture.
Yeah.
Or like the like lacquer, like whatever is that called? Like, I don't know. You know the aesthetic, like old diner feeling, but like dirty.
Yeah.
And there's like, you know, maybe like dark red paint.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe like tiles.
I could totally imagine this.
And there's like beer signs all over the place, and like a weird painting of a woman.
Okay.
And there's like pinball machines, and they have like, you know, like chicken sandwiches and like beer.
Yeah.
Like, they have like a cocktail in like a mason jar.
Yeah, definitely having stuff like that Maybe you have like a drink that involves having like 2 blueberries floating around in it or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just 2.
have you ever seen stuff like that? Like,
Yeah, of course.
maybe
it's
4.
really-
Maybe 4. Okay.
We've talked about this concept before, but the idea that like people sell like concepts, people sell concepts. It's
Yeah.
not like I want to make like a place that like I like and like sells food that I think is good and I want to share with people. It's
Nope.
like no. It's like, well, what kind of person, what kind of clientele
Right.
are we trying to get into this building?
Right. I want something
let's,
that's like a
like-
little bit divey, but like, you know, big for like the happy hour crowd, but you know, like not too pretentious because we want to, you know, welcome people. So
Make
we're
a
going
lot
to
of
put
money.
up like a picture of like an Irish girl wearing a dress and she's like kind of looking over her shoulder holding a beer and she's like smiling at you or something. And it's like, we get down with women. Look at us. Like it's like
Yeah.
right? It's like
Yeah.
it's so funny. Oh my
It's funny.
god.
It's like I mean, the more like bars that I've gone to in my life, obviously, like you really start seeing like there's like only a few types of bars.
Yeah, it's true.
There's like hip bar,
Hmm.
which is usually like kind of divey, but like a little bit expensive still.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the one that I was just describing, where it's like a lot
Yeah.
of wood and like metal and chalkboards.
Yeah. Well, there's a few different types of hip ones, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's definitely. But there's also like then there's like the cocktail bar.
Oh, okay.
That's like, you know,
Yeah, true.
it's like, and then there's like then there's like that the one you were kind of describing before. I feel like the one that's like metally.
Oh,
Everything's
okay.
like,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
clean looking, like
I know what you
industrial
mean. Yeah,
space.
like I see that at like a brewery sometimes.
Yeah, that's
like,
a lot of it's a brewery thing.
Yeah. It's interesting. And yeah,
Mhm.
it just is so true. It's like I don't know. It's just that's kind of all ties together to like the whole like it's kind of hard to find pure excitement about certain things in life because it's like I don't know, like even stuff like that. Like you go to a place and it's like literally this place is designed with something in mind. Like this place is not just like a cool place you can go hang out. It's a place that's like let's set the lighting low and play the music fairly loud and we'll, you know, have it be like a very like you know, intimate atmosphere where it's like, you know, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's
Yeah,
set
definitely.
up that way and it's like just kind of like you know, you can go along with the illusion of it and just allow it to be fun, but it's just kind of like I don't know, it doesn't feel like that way that it certainly you get where I'm going? Like back in the
do,
day
yeah.
I didn't think of it that way. I just was like oh man, like a girl is talking to me. This is like exciting and cool. Or like, oh man, I just met up with these guys who have the same interests as us. This is cool. You know, like
Yeah.
so.
I think it's funny. It depends on how you look at stuff, right? Because you can always look at things like look closely at things, and then you start seeing the exciting little differences.
Mm.
But when you're like, I think that's part of it though. Like when you're feeling kind of like when you're suffering from ennui,
What's that?
like
What's that?
existential boredom.
Oh, okay.
It's like you look at everything kind of zoomed out, and you're just like, ugh, it's just this.
Yeah.
Why would I even care about this?
Yeah.
If
Actually.
you look closer, then you're like, oh, well, this, you know, start seeing the details of places. Then you're like, because if everything's the same, then it's only like the little tiny things that's differentiated, and then you start paying attention to those little things,
Yeah.
and then things get a little bit more interesting, I guess, when you look at life instead of just like, because you could really go even further, and you're like, it's just a bar.
Right.
It's just a bar. They're
Yeah.
trying to make money selling alcohol.
Yeah.
And
but-
why do people buy alcohol? Because they're trying to numb themselves from the pain of being a human being.
yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess it
They're
does.
pretending to have fun. They're out here pretending
Yeah.
to have fun with people who they don't know,
Right. It's
and who knows nothing about them.
mm-hmm.
Look at that man laughing. Why is he laughing? What does he have
Right.
to laugh about?
Right. He basically like it's like, but like tomorrow when you're like no longer intoxicated, you'll be like probably feeling like I would never act that way if I was totally sober. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
You
not
know
maybe never, but like it's like it is different. You know what I mean? And it's
The
like,
worst thing ever is when you're like when you're drinking and you hang out with certain people and you're like really buddies, and then you see them outside when you're sober, and you're like, oh, hi. And you're like, oh, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's like a little simulated playground for adults. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, look,
Yeah,
we have all the
basically.
stuff you like. Like, it's loud and there's flashing lights and there's stuff that will make you feel, like you said, more numb and a little more loopy and like kind of
Yeah.
become a little more like go down to your like primal impulses, kind of. You know what I mean? That kind of sounds extreme, but what I mean is just more like instead of being so focused on like being shy and stuff like that, you're a little more willing to just kind of like express yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like
That's wild.
it's like I don't know, and it's just interesting because it's like, yeah, it can still be fun. Like this is the thing I do all the time. Like, I don't know which side. I guess that somewhere in the middle would be good, but I don't know which side is like the way it really is. It's like with so many things, but like with this example, it's like on one hand, people will just be like, just be in the moment and just enjoy it. Don't overthink it and just allow yourself to have fun with it, you know? So you could look at it that way and just go out and have fun and just not worry about what's going on, you know, on a deeper level. But then it's like, people are also like, no, you got to be skeptical. You got to ask questions. Don't just like, you know, fall in line and just do whatever. You know, think about like forge your own path and stuff. So then it kind of is like, am I really just going to be herded into a place that is like I said, basically like a playground with like shiny flashing lights and like candy basically for adults, which is alcohol, and like just be like, look, come in here and you'll be happy then. You can act this way outside of this room, but when you're in this room, you can pretend to be happy for a little while. You know, it's like, what if there's other stuff that you could do? But not that I'm like sitting here being like, yeah, fuck that. I always find other things to do. No, I'm saying I do that too sometimes, but it's like, it's just interesting.
Well, I think the funny thing about it too is that like, you think about the history of alcohol, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, that shit goes back.
It does. I
We've
mean,
been doing this shit for a very long time.
yeah,
To put
like
it-
at least like 10,000 years, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. In ancient Egypt, they had beer and stuff.
I know. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's not that terrible. You know, maybe it's not like it can be, right? I think it's like the societal thing around it. But I think part of it too is like, I guess like, you know, when you think about people like drinking to like escape the pain of reality,
Mm-hmm.
that's not, if reality wasn't painful, I think people would still drink. But
Yeah.
instead they would be reveling in the joy of life.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
You know,
I think
'Cause
so,
I mean,
yeah.
I think it's like, you know, it's not the thing, right? It's like how you're doing the thing that makes it bad.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know, nothing is like just bad by itself.
Right.
And I don't think like, you know, because I've definitely changed my relationship with alcohol over time.
Mm,
We've talked about this and stuff too.
yeah.
But nowadays, yeah, like I'll drink like 3 beers and I'm like fucking chilling,
Yeah.
having a good time. I just drink enough to like, you know, be
Yeah.
present
Right.
in like a space with strangers.
Yeah.
It's fun.
No, I know. That is a fun time. That's a good feeling.
Then yeah, it like it breeds like, you know, community in a way.
Yeah.
And I think what I've been trying to learn is how to breach that the divide that I was kind of talking about before, where like, you know, you see someone when they're sober and they're just like, oh, hey, and then they like kind of want to get away.
Yeah.
But when they're drunk, they're like very engaged
Uh-huh.
with whatever's going on, and to kind of try to be like, this is not just fake. Listen, I know that you've been like kind of like programmed to feel like when you're drunk it's not a real thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Almost, right?
Yeah, people do that.
But it's okay. It's okay to like tell people that you love them when you're drunk, and then tell them that you love them when you're sober.
Right. Exactly.
Stuff
That's
like
the
that.
thing. I mean, I feel like people who do things like that, which I've definitely done stuff like that, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I've like afterwards been like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" But like, you know, I've definitely like met people and been like, "Oh, this guy's awesome." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And But like, I really feel like a lot of the time, this is just my guess and opinion, I guess, but it's like people who do that, I feel like it is like they're just repressing themselves from
Yes.
being open
Exactly.
in their everyday life. You know what I mean? Because that stuff, that like feeling of like togetherness must be something that people like really desire. Obviously, you know, people do, but like I'm talking specifically, those people must really like specifically desire that, but then like, you know, lack the feeling of like self-confidence to be like, or like like self-esteem, I guess, to just be like, it's okay for me to be like, to tell people how I actually feel. And if I'm really having fun with somebody, it's okay for me to let them know that I'm having a good time. I don't have to just play it off like, no, I'm good. Yeah, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Like, it's like society tells us that you're supposed to be like that, kind of. It's like,
yeah. Or you have like basically like the feeling of like, is it okay to be like this still?
right. Yeah, obviously,
You know, like,
there's a difference. Like, you're not going to go walk around at 10 o'clock in the morning, like going to the grocery store, like jumping around singing Mr. Brightside or something like you would at like 3 in the morning at a place. Like, you know, fair. But there's a big middle ground. You could still be like, oh, hey, what's up? I don't know. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, alcohol is an interesting thing. And obviously it causes a lot of problems for people, but
oh, yeah.
It's not the alcohol. It's the fucking, it's...
Right. It's like the repressed emotions or something, you know?
Yes, exactly.
I think.
When you start realizing that if you realize that you're drinking to numb something, then you got to be like, what am I trying to numb here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it creates a very negative loop.
Yeah.
Living.
Yeah. But yeah, it just reminds me, a lot of where I'm coming from with this stuff is because I went to Atlantic City like a few months ago. Actually, dude, oh my god, that was like a year ago, almost. But, like, what?
A few months ago? Oh shit, that was like a year ago.
Yeah, because it was in October. Oh my god. But,
shit.
Yeah, I think it was October. Yeah, it was. But, so, yeah, I don't know. Just walking around there, I was just kind of like, don't get me wrong, it was still an enjoyable time. But it was just like, I don't know, it just feels weird when it's just like, it seems so transparent that it's just like, this place is literally made by rich people to make poor people be able to pretend that they're rich. Like, it's like, let's make a place where poor people can go, and it's going to be the thing that they imagine rich people do. It's like, we're throwing around money. Yay, we're getting drunk. We're partying. We're celebrating. Yeah, it's all like luxurious. We're walking up big staircases that are kind of like looping around a little bit, spiraling around a little bit. There's like white stone everywhere in certain places. There's a place called like Caesar's that looks kind of like a Greek palace or a Roman palace, whatever. It's like, or you know what I'm talking about. It's like, bro, like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like marketing people think you're so stupid, and guess what? They're right. You know what I mean? Not calling individuals stupid. Like, you should be smarter than that. Why would you go and have fun anywhere? You should just be skeptical of everything. No, I just mean it's like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Like when it's like, hey guys, we decided that this is gonna be fun for you. So go do it and pay us money so that you can use our facility to do what we decided is fun. And it's like, I don't know. Like, what if you just like figure out what you enjoy and stuff? And like, I don't know.
No,
it's just weird.
Because I mean that takes thought, man.
Yeah.
You can't be thinking all the time about what you like.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, it can be fun, and it is fun. I'm just saying, it's like, it just is weird. It's like a amusement park. It's like, there is a live show at 10:30 p.m. at this place. Make sure you go. Oh, here's like every 5 seconds where you walk. It's like, come sit down and gamble your money. Just do it. Gamble the money. Do it. You know, it's like, look, there's a club in this place. Oh, go up the escalator. There's another club. Oh, there's another club. Oh, you know, it's like, this one's Western themed. This one is, you know, it's more of just like a party vibe. It's like, it's a theme park.
I think, it 100% is. And I think that like, it's really, goes back to what I was saying before too. It's how you're doing it. It's your state of mind, right? Or who you're with that makes those experiences actually good and fun.
Totally.
You know, 'cause yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are people who just straight up buy into it and like.
There
Or, like-
are. I mean, think about people who are going around like wearing like a nice. I mean, you don't see this that much in Atlantic City, but I guess Vegas or something. It's like, you know, people who are like kind of like dressed. You see it in Atlantic City sometimes at night. Like they're usually going to clubs. They don't like dress up to go gamble usually. Not as far as I've seen. I've only been there a few times, but like, you know, but you can picture like, you know, going with like your sunglasses on and you got like your goatee nice and trimmed up and like you sit down. You just kind of like walk up to the table like the big man and you know. Sit down, act all cool and stuff. It's like, people do buy into it. You know what I mean? It's like crazy.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, like people buy into so much shit.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So
But
much.
it is fun when you go to a thing like that. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's only fun if you're judging everybody else. You have to make yourself believe you're better than them. No, that's not what I mean at all. It's just that it's kind of interesting when you just go around and just like look at it more like. For me personally, I'm just saying myself, the way I have fun in those environments is just like kind of just going around, kind of like just soaking it in and just being like, damn, it's crazy how we act as people. Like, look at all this. This is so weird. And then it kind of becomes entertaining. You're just like, you know, you see some guy being like, talking to his friend and he's like super drunk. He's like, no, bro, listen, I'm telling you. It's like, you know, you just see that and you're just like, oh, okay, they're having a good time. That's funny. You know what I mean? Like, those types of things make it kind of fun. But like to sit there and just be hyper focused on like rolling a 7, it's like, all right. I mean, well, if you don't, I just like lost money, and it's like, I'd rather not. I have the amount that I have now. I'll just keep that amount. Like, it's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna make a whole bunch of money, especially if you do it over a long enough period of time. You're gonna lose. Period. You might get lucky like once or twice, but you're gonna lose. Like. It's funny. It's like
but I guess you know if you have the money to lose, then it's fun to play the game. And there's only certain games that you can play with like that's stakes.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Like
honestly, this is a little. But I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance last night.
Okay.
Which is a video game it's like a medieval video game. It's very fun.
Sounds cool.
But there's a game in it that's a gambling game with dice. And I just played that mini game for hours last night because it was really fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I understood the appeal of gambling in that moment.
Yeah, that's actually part of it too, because I'm afraid that I would like get into gambling or something like that, because I could just imagine myself. I don't know. I can't imagine specifically gambling, but I don't know. I could just see myself getting. I don't know. I usually go pretty extreme with stuff that I end up doing, you know what I mean, at least for a little while. And with something like gambling that is addictive, it's not like I could just, it's not like a, you know, playing Final Fantasy where I'm just like really hooked on it for like a few weeks and I just play a lot and then I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored of it, I'll take a break. It's like, you know, it destroys people's lives, gambling does, you know. It's actually funny we're talking about gambling. We've never talked about this before, and like it's one of the hottest discussions on Twitch right now, actually. It's funny.
Oh, gambling, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that is different though. Like that. I've heard some of the drama about that, and I don't necessarily think that like online gambling is a good. I guess it's similar. Like the thing is, see, once again, right? It's an individualistic problem where there's a lot of people who have impulse control, like problems.
Yeah.
And that's where you get into dangerous territory where they're like, they can't not do it.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
You know, and that's obviously a problem. And obviously, like, the gambling industry preys off of those people the most. Because if everyone played like we would play, or like theoretically would want to play, which is like, I got $10 and you lose and you're like, I'm done.
It's exactly what I've done in the times that I have played it.
Then the gambling industry there would be no huge industry around
it.
They need the people who are like, all right, I'm just going to do $20, and they lose $20. They're like, okay, well now I got to get the $20 back.
Right.
So let me do the other fucking $20, and I'll double down, and I'll get the $20 back, and then I'll leave.
Right.
And then they win, and they're like, oh shit, now I got $40. Nah, put the 20 down again.
Yeah, I already lost it in my mind, like, so.
Yeah. Now they're down like fucking $1,000, and they're like, fuck.
Right. It doesn't sound appealing to me at all. Obviously, the losing part, no one finds that appealing, but it's like, even it's just like, you know. literally no one just gambles a lot and just wins all the time. No one. And you have no control. That's the thing. It's like, it's literally just
Well, I
luck.
think like with the gambling thing, like I definitely understand more games that are like that require some level of skill.
Oh yeah, if people are playing
Like, I
poker or
don't-
something like that, that could be fun.
Yeah, even blackjack, like there's
Sure.
like just
Yeah.
like you're thinking, or
Mhm.
some dice games too, like where you're like paying attention to like what is happening so that you can.
Yeah, like we
basically
played.
like a score type of game.
I forget what we played, but what was it? Was it poker? I don't know. We played some game at Brian's, like a few months ago. It was some kind of gambling. I forget what it was, but like, it was like literally people were betting like $1. You know what I mean? Or like sometimes, you know, I think like the grand prize that like the person who won got like $15 or something like that, and there was like 8 people playing. You know what I mean? So everybody was throwing in like $1 or something. Like, but it would have been so much not. It would have been so much less fun if it's like, oh, like 3 of us lost like $500. You know what I mean? Like that's what's cool about that. I just don't know.
You gotta play with like a threshold. Definitely is like, yeah, be like how much am I willing to lose today for the sake of playing a game?
Right. And when I go to Atlantic City, which like I said, it's not that much. And when I do go, it's never to gamble. It's because there's like one time I went because it was there was a StarCraft tournament. One time I went for Comic-Con. No, not Comic-Con. It was like some other like convention, like some anime convention. And one time I went for like, I don't know, I went for like a birthday thing, like, you know, stuff like that. And but like going and just like, you know, I'll go and like when some of my friends like will start playing some games, I'll just go play craps for like 20 minutes and just bet like $10. Usually I'll end up walking away. Pretty much almost every time I've ever done that, I've walked away. Like last time I did it, I made $60 in like 5 minutes and just walked away. That's it. I mean, that's amazing. What more could you ask for? Like, if I kept playing, I would have just lost it. Actually, the first time I ever did it, I had no idea. And I went and I made like $120, like instantly. Like in the first 5 minutes of the first time I ever played a game, like a gambling game ever. And it was craps. And I was like, wait, this is so easy. Like, it's only been 5 minutes and I made like $140. Like, if I just do this all night, I'll make like $1,000. This is crazy. And then, sure enough, in like 10 minutes later, I like was down to like $20, and I was like, oh, I lost all the money I made, and now I have $20 less than I started with. This is not great. And then I was like, okay, now I see why this is so stupid. And then just never really had any interest ever again. Like, I'll just do it just to kind of like throw the dice. Oh, that was fun. Okay, cool. Oh, I made $10. That's funny. Like, now I get to like. Now it's like I get one free drink, basically. That's cool, kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I guess usually they give you free drinks when you're playing.
Yeah, but it's like honestly, I don't find it to be worth it. Like, it's like
you have to drink a lot of drinks.
You have to play a lot because it's not like you roll up and they're gonna just come over to you instantaneously and be like, "Oh, hi, I noticed that you've spent $0 at this table. Would you like a free drink?" It's like they want you to be there for a while. So it's like, I could either stand at a table, waste my night by just gambling in a game that I don't care about, feeling a little anxious because I'm like, damn, I hope I don't lose money, and then probably lose money just so you can get like 3 free drinks. It's like you could just buy them, you know? And you could just do whatever you want and then buy them instead of being forced to do one thing, lose probably more money than you would have spent on the drinks anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you buy 3 drinks, what's it going to be? Like $30 tops? And it's like if you lose 3 rounds of, or 3 whatever, I don't even know what you call it, rounds, I guess, of craps, and you only bet $10, you lost $30. So what's the difference? You could spend $30 over the course of the whole night, or you know, over the course of like a couple of hours, get 3 drinks, enjoy yourself, go like see some random band playing or something like that, like walk around, just like get involved in some little weird activities, and like you know, just like exploring and like being like, oh, we're outside now, oh, we're on a random boardwalk, this is cool. And then like you could just do that, or you can either be stuck at a table for hours or lose $30 in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You know, it's interesting the way that we rationalize money, right? Because the other night, I was like, woke up and I was like, okay, today I'm not going to spend any money. I'm not going to go out and have any drinks or anything. So I was staying home. And then next thing I know, I'm spending $25 on a DLC for a game.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I was like, well, I didn't spend any money today.
Oh my god.
But the point was to not spend any money today. I was like, well, I would have spent money today, but stupid fucking idiot.
It is so weird though, because it's like, that's another thing. It's like everything.
And as soon as I fucking did it, I was just like, why'd I do that?
Yeah. It's actually funny. I noticed that there was like a Steam sale yesterday. So I bought a game. Metal Gear, what is it? Metal Gear Solid Rising or something like that? Revengeance. It was like $7, but still, like.
I know. But then, do you know how many games I bought for like $7 and I've never played?
Oh my god, you want to hear something really, really stupid?
Because they were on sale.
Right. This is, right after I bought it, I was like, I just did something that makes no sense. So, I really want to play this game. Well, to be fair, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's just stupid. It's like, I really want to play this game called Nier Automata.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's called. Or how it's pronounced, I don't know. And you know what it is? It's like...
Yeah,
she's got like the black band around her eyes and stuff. And it's made by Square Enix, who makes Final Fantasy, so it seems really interesting. And I really want to play that, but it's like $40. And I'm like, well, I don't want to spend $40, but I'll play it eventually. I'm gonna play it, but I don't want to spend $40. So let me just buy this game that costs $7. It's like I'm still gonna buy the game eventually. So I just basically bought a random game for $7 instead of just buying the game I want to play that I'm gonna buy anyway. It's not like it's like, oh, I need this $40 so I could like buy groceries. It's like, you know, it's not like that. But it's like, I just feel weird being like, why would I do that? But to be fair, I guess in the back of my mind, I was kind of like, well, maybe that game will be on sale one day, and I'll buy it when it's on sale. But.
Well, yeah, that's how I think about it too. But see, there's a game that I'm gonna buy next month, and I'm gonna buy it full price.
What is it?
You know, it's Mount and Blade Bannerlords.
I have never even heard of that series.
You know, there's a series called Mount and Blade, and I played Warband a lot, and that game is so fun. Oh,
sorry. We are back in town, but that was unintentional. Mount and Blade?
Mount, yeah, like mounting a horse.
Okay.
It's already out for PC, but it's coming out for console in like mid-October.
Oh.
And it's like one of those games, basically you're a guy character, and you go around and you like build an army, and then you like fight and stuff. It's more complex than that. Like,
do you control one character, or is it like you control armies?
You control one character who's like basically a general of an army, kind of, or like you can be like you can kind of RP it however you want. You can be like you can raid villages. You can like do a bunch of different stuff.
That's so cool.
But I played the original. I don't know if it's the original, but it's the first one I've played is Warband, which is old but very fun.
I see that here.
And then this game is just like that, but like brought into the new age. So it's like, there's more dialogue, more like the graphics are way better. Like everything's like just cooler and better.
Yeah,
so
that
I'm
is
like,
cool.
As soon as I saw that came out for PC, I was hyped, and I was like, when is it coming out for console? I actually almost thought about getting a PC to specifically play this game.
Damn, you're that into it? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very fun. Well, this game, and I also wanted to play, what's that other one? I think you probably know what it is. It's one of those like European, like it's like a map of Europe,
okay,
basically, or like a lot or most of the world, and it's like you get to pick a civilization, and you're like, what the fuck is it called? My brother would know what it is. It's fucking
yeah, I don't know.
It's not like Europa. It's like one of those games though.
Age of Empires or something?
No, it's not. It's not like Civ in that way where you're not on that small of a scale.
Okay.
It's way more like big, and like you start as like one ruler, and then they can die, and you can you'll play as the kids, and like
oh
like
really?
That.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
I don't remember what it's called. If only we had anybody in the chat to help me out here.
Yeah, right. Well, that does sound cool though.
It's something. It's the third one though. It's like something 3.
Okay. I don't know. It just doesn't even remotely ring a bell. I didn't know they had games like that, but
yeah, and those are the games that I love.
Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to play that game and Bannerlord, and now I'm gonna be able to play Bannerlord on my PlayStation.
That's
so
so awesome. Congratulations. Just kidding.
Thanks.
But I've been
Yeah,
playing.
no, I'm hyped. But anyway, there's certain games that I'm down to pay full price for because I don't feel like waiting for the sale. But most games,
yeah.
I'm like that game looks fun, but if it's on sale for like $20 or less, I'll get it.
Right, I totally get that. Yeah, the only reason why I'm like a little, I think this game came out in like 2014 or something like that. So I'm like,
It's still full price. That's insane.
I mean, it's pretty expensive. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was 60 back then, but I think it was. I mean, let me confirm. I don't want to spread misinformation.
Yeah.
That would be very problematic for society. Oh no, it's 2017, but still, like,
Okay.
it's kind of a long time. Not really, but I've been playing. Speaking of games that don't cost a lot of money, I've been playing a game that costs zero money called Valorant. I'm sure you've heard of it.
What is that?
It is basically like Counter-Strike, except it's basic. I don't know. To me, it feels like it's made by the people who make League of Legends, called Riot. And to me, it feels like it's kind of like a mixture of League of Legends and Counter-Strike. It's like in Counter-Strike, have you played Counter-Strike? Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah.
Like in high school, a little bit, like, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
My
It's. I mean,
brother
obviously,
plays a lot, but yeah,
it's different now. It's like a new game, obviously, but like it's still the same concept.
It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Valorant.
I just looked it up. The art looks cool.
Yeah, it's like basically it's like that. Like, but it's not a first person. It's a tactical shooter. It's like like you know how there's like Halo, where you can like run around and you gotta like, and there's like his shield is like getting broken and then it can like regenerate and you jumping all around using, you know, you're flying around. It's like all over the place. This is more just like you like. Like if you hit them once in the head with certain guns, they're dead. Like if you get hit with like the powerful sniper, you're dead, no matter what. Like unless it hits you in the leg. But like it's very like tactical. Like it's more about like the shooting is important and all, but it's like equally about like positioning and like strategy kind of. I mean, obviously at low levels, like where I'm at, it's not really like that's not a huge thing. Basically, if you could shoot better than the other person, you're probably gonna win. But it's like. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just cool. But the reason I say it's kind of like a mix between that and League of Legends is because like you choose a character at the start of the game, and they have like certain abilities that you can use. So like certain characters can like dash forward. Some can kind of like teleport. Some can like heal. Some can put like a little turret next to them that like helps you it shoots with you and stuff. Some can like reveal behind like a wall. You can see what's behind it and stuff. So. It's interesting.
Oh, so it's like it's online, right? You play online.
Yeah.
So like each round is like all the characters.
Well, okay, so it's basically like it's 5 versus 5. One team is trying to like put a bomb, or they call it a spike in Counter-Strike. It's the bomb, but like you have to put this like bomb thing at like a site. You know what I mean? Like, and they'll usually be like two A or B site, and you could pick which one you want to put the bomb at, and the other team is just defending the sites, and they have to make sure you don't explode the bomb. You know, basically That's it. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, so the attacking team is like, you know, trying to like kind of sneak in, or like just like rushing in, or you know what I mean, like setting stuff up. Like you even can like, you know, use like abilities that like build like creates like a wall, so it like kind of blocks off an entryway, so you can like position yourself in a better spot without having to worry that you're gonna get shot from behind. Like it's cool like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. So yeah, it's cool.
That actually sounds really fun.
Yeah. It's like I had no idea what the game was like. I just heard people talk about it. I heard it was made by Riot. I just assumed it, and I saw like the art style is kind of cartoonish, so I was like, oh, you know, it's just like a little kid game that, like, you know, you probably run around and it's probably like just like Fortnite, basically. And then once I found out what it actually was, I was like, wait, what the hell? This is nothing like I expected. It literally even has like every gun is like, well, maybe not every gun, but almost every gun is basically like has like it's designed after Counter-Strike 100%. It's so obvious that the developers like Counter-Strike was their biggest influence by far. Like even like the recoil, like, you know, if you use like the AK, or well, in this game I think it's called the Vandal, but it's basically an AK-47, and it's like you shoot it, and like, you know, like you're shooting, like whatever. Say this is the barrel of the gun. It's like you shoot, and it's like, you know what I mean? It like kind of kicks back, like recoil. You know what recoil is? Why am I explaining this? Like you don't know what I'm talking about. It's like even the patterns are almost the same. I mean, it's not like literally almost the same. It's just it does the same general type of thing. You have to like when you're shooting, you pull your mouse down to kind of like lower it and fight against the recoil, and then it starts just going side to side. It's the same in Counter-Strike. It's very slightly different, but it's the same concept.
Well, that's just how it is, no?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, like in like certain games, like you could just like shoot and like the recoil is totally different. It'll just like go straight up, or it'll just like not really even exist. Like in Halo, was there a lot of recoil? I could be totally wrong about this, but
I think it moved like around kind of.
yeah, right. Like, it seemed a little more random.
Like,
yeah, I could be wrong. I never took that game seriously.
No,
but
maybe it was. Maybe there was.
Yeah, I don't know. I just when you shoot a wall and see where the dots go after you shot the wall, it looks. Yeah. You can see it's pretty much like Counter-Strike, and it's like the first two shots are pretty accurate, and then the third one jumps a little bit, and then like it starts going up, and then over, and then to the side even further. It's like almost the same thing. It's just kind of switched. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why I'm getting into all this. No one's even watching.
I have no idea. But
I'm saying this so that just in case like I'm saying something that's like basically because I know what I'm trying to say, but like I'm realizing like I'm leaving out little details and whatever. But as if some like Counter-Strike and Valorant expert is watching and is going to be like, actually, the recoil does have the fourth shot goes this way. It's like no one is thinking about that. Yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, I've never really loved first-person shooter games.
Me either. To be honest.
But I can see them being very fun and getting really into them.
Yeah, that's why these ones are kind of cool because it doesn't feel just like a first-person shooter, especially Valorant. It's like the abilities are pretty important. Like when I first started playing, it's actually funny. When I first started playing, which is only like less than a week ago, I didn't even know what the abilities did, so I just never used them. And I would do pretty decent because I was like playing Counter-Strike a lot for like a week. So I practiced my aim, and
nice.
But yeah, now that I know the abilities, it's even more fun. But it's like I don't know. I suck at using them, so almost every time I try to use an ability, I just die because I don't know when's the right time to use it. So
that's funny.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
Yeah, I started playing Fallout 4 again for a bit, and that's been fun too. Like,
oh, cool.
Just shooting games, shooting stuff.
Yeah,
around.
Right.
I'm a little scared.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Actually, that's what got me into it because I was like, I want to play like a cool first-person shooter. Like, I just need something different. I don't want to play a game that involves like, you know, casting spells and doing magic and, you know, crystals or something, you know? So I'm like, I just want to play like a good old-fashioned game. Like, I want to kind of recapture that, you know, I want to have like a similar experience to like when I first played like, I don't know, like Halo 3 or like, not, I said I never was into that game, but I mean like competitively or, you know, I never really played online that much. But like, or, you know, whatever, just something cool. Or like Half-Life 2. That's what I was mainly, I wanted to play Half-Life 2. That's what it was. I was like, oh, let me play Half-Life 2. And I was like, oh, I don't have it? What the hell? I could have sworn I had it. But I was like, all right, maybe I'll play Counter-Strike instead, even though it's obviously completely different. I mean, it's based off the same game, but it's like Half-Life 2 has a story and stuff, and Counter-Strike is just an online game. But anyway, yeah, so I was like, just started like looking up like what are the best like FPSs that have like good stories. And actually, did I tell you about this? The Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I've heard that game's very good.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I beat it in like 3 days because I was just playing so much. Like it was awesome. Like I loved it. I highly recommend. The story is so just gripping. I don't know. It's like, you know, like the general thing.
I'll have to do it.
It's like Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you about this?
No.
Oh. Basically, it's like the story is, and this is not spoilers. It's like you find this out in the first 5 minutes. Like, do you know this? Like, it's like,
well, there's like a bunch of them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, this one, Wolfenstein: The New Order, it takes place in the 60s in a world where the Nazis won World War II. So, yeah, and then you're just basically living in like Nazi-occupied Europe, I guess.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
I'll have to Is it on PlayStation?
I think. I don't know.
One of the few first-person shooters that like I really, really, really liked and played a shit ton of was Metro. You ever played
Metro?
Metro?
No, I never
Yeah.
even heard of it.
So fun.
Really? Maybe
Someone
I'll get into
recommended it to me, and I'm always like, oh, it's a first-person shooter. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but God, the story is so gripping, like you said.
Yeah, Metro
So
2033.
I
Oh,
played all of them
wait.
except the newest one.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
so
so funny. That oh my god, yeah. When I looked up, I was literally like on the fence. Like I practically like may as well have flipped a coin between this and Wolfenstein because they said this was great too. You're
Yeah,
like basically
so
trying to
good.
like escape through a thing or so. What is
You're
it?
in the metro like tunnels,
Yeah, yeah,
and like
yeah.
it's like basically a I forget exactly what happened, but it's like an apocalyptic event.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like taken over by aliens almost.
Yes, I was gonna say there's some kind of like supernatural element, right?
Yeah.
And it's in
wild.
Russia or something.
Mhm.
Oh my god, so it is really good. I seriously think I'll play
Dude,
that.
I do not like first-person shooter games kind of as a whole, but that game was the funnest.
Oh, okay. I am so sold. Do they better have it for PC? Do they?
I played like the first one, and then I was like, "Fuck, I'm getting the second one." Got the second one.
Oh, they do. Damn, that's awesome. Actually, dude, I
Mhm.
want to play it. I might play it once we hop off here.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, so there's a lot of Wolfenstein. There's like
yeah.
the newest one came out in 2019.
Uh huh.
But you played Wolfenstein 2 or
No, it's called The New Order.
that's from 2014. Damn.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I was thinking 2014. Match.
Yeah, these games go back.
Yeah, no, I know. The first one I ever saw.
1981, Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that one is like so bizarre. Like it's so weird because it looks like worse graphics than Doom, but like with like swastikas all over the place. It's such a weird art
Yeah.
style. Like, damn, I'm so excited to play this. Like,
So yeah, I feel like the New Order is like the first of the new kind of new generation of it.
I guess so. Yeah. It's kind of it's interesting. It's like some of the graphics are a little like you could tell it's when like video game graphics started to look a lot more realistic, but like they're not realistic enough to make it actually look realistic. So it just looks like really over the top, detailed, like not that realistic looking people. So but it's cool. Like if you could just look past that, I found it a little bit bizarre for like the first couple minutes, but after that it was just
Oh,
like
yeah, no, I can see
it didn't
this
even
being-
affect me at all. It was like,
Oh, it looks like I'm playing this game while you play Metro.
yeah, right? This has actually turned out to be such a cool thing. Cool conversation. Because it's like, yeah, like it's totally like, and believe me, there were definitely moments playing Wolfenstein where I was genuinely like, the good old fashioned thing where I'm playing and like, I'm just like going around, I'm like creeping around. And then like, I just get so scared that I just like go like that and like,
Yeah.
point my gun up in the air and I just like because I like
Oh,
freaked out
man.
and I moved my mouse up by accident.
I know exactly the feeling, and I love that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I've been playing. Like I said, I was playing Fallout lately, but like, it's just I want it to be. I want someone else to make a Fallout style game so it's like a little different. That's just like
Yeah.
I want it to be honestly. I want it to be a little bit more sandboxy.
Oh, Fallout
to, like-
isn't? I've never
I mean,
really
it-
played Fallout before, honestly.
Oh really?
I played
It's
Fallout
really
3 for
fun.
like an hour. That's it.
Oh damn! No, it's really fun, but it's like you have to like try pretty hard to avoid like the story.
What do you mean?
And I just kind of like the main storyline and like all like the quests and stuff, and like because I just want to be like a guy who's like in post-apocalyptic Boston going around trying to survive.
Yeah.
Because you can the coolest thing they did add though is survival mode, which you have to like eat and sleep, and to save you have to sleep, so it makes like dying like way more annoying because you have to like
Oh, that
go
is
all the way
pretty
back to the last
interesting.
time you slept.
Damn, that is pretty interesting.
So it's way more fun, but like, yeah. So I want to just play like that kind of.
Yeah, that's another game that I could see myself playing that. It's just that's one where like the graphics and the design, like the UI is just so outdated that like, and usually I don't care about this. Like, You know, like
Oh, Wolfenstein's only $20.
oh, that might be why I bought that one. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well worth it. But oh, and like I don't know, it's just cool. Like it has a lot of replayability too. There's like I won't say why, but it's like there's cool different ways you can play and stuff. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. I totally lost my train of thought, but I do have to pee pretty bad actually. If you're...
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's take a
Alright.
quick break.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some more coffee and stuff.
All right. Awesome. All right. Be right back.
All right, folks. BRB. Damn, I'm hyped.
Oh yeah, and by the way, we are back. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, hold on, give me 1 sec. 1 sec, 1 sec.
Oh, your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it went away for some reason.
And we're back.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so
So yeah, during the break, I just downloaded 4 Wolfenstein games, so we're gonna be playing Wolfenstein.
yeah, if anyone is
This
interested,
has become a Wolfenstein first-person shooter exclusive podcast where we only talk about Wolfenstein and Metro.
yeah.
For the next,
No,
few
in all
months.
seriousness, I'm loving this like video game chat. I'm like getting back into games a lot more than I was. Like for like years there, I would basically just play video games as like wouldn't even really consider myself to be like I am a guy who plays video games. I love video games. It's just I'll just pick a online game, one, and just play that for years. That's it. It was just first it was World of Warcraft, then it became Dota 2. Well, it was World of Warcraft, then StarCraft 2, and then and then StarCraft 1, and then Dota 2, and then WoW Classic, you know, like it was just like that.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was playing Civ 6 for for 2 years almost, and it's like sometimes like it's like with that kind of game, it's like you really are playing it because you know how to play it and you just kind of want to do something.
Right, exactly.
It's like you don't really care about it. You like it's like you're just going through it,
Right.
playing, and then you're like, oh, I won.
In fact,
on.
sometimes like for me, it was a little bit like even because okay, so then after WoW Classic, I got into Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, that got me into like made me want to play the old Final Fantasy games more, the ones that I haven't played, or even I don't know, I replayed Final Fantasy 10 on stream actually a little bit, remember, and that was so much fun, and I was like, damn, single player games are cool, and then. I don't know. I was like, I want to play like a shooter game. I haven't done that in forever. I always think I suck at it, but like, I remember there was a very brief period. Well, actually, there was a period. This is kind of funny, but like, with my ex-girlfriend, she was, well, Francie, you know, whatever. It's like fine. We're not doxing people out here. So, I always used to like, I don't know. I basically used to like, pretty often, I would just like, whatever. Like, I would sleep at her house. And then, but I would wake up, because I can never sleep, like, not in my own environment, usually. So it's like, I would always wake up at, like, 7 in the morning. Like, basically, as soon as the sun would come up, I would just, like, wake up, like, and I couldn't fall back asleep. So I would just go and just really quietly play Call of Duty Black Ops 2, because that's, like, the game that they had. You know, they just had she had an Xbox, and that game was on it. And I was just like, all right, I guess I'll just play this random Call of Duty game. I don't know. I never had any interest in Call of Duty, never played. But I got to the point where I was playing for like hours, like many days a week, because I would play from like 7 in the morning until like whatever.
Were you
like
playing online or the single player?
no, I just played online. Like I played,
Nice.
you know, and I don't know. I got to the point where I was pretty good. Like there were times where I would go like 25-2 and stuff like that. Like I would go like that would be like a good game. But like I would go like I don't know, like 15-5 like very often. Like that was pretty much normal. Like I would at least double my death. You know, I would have double the kills that I do deaths. Like every time. Like which I mean I'm sure if anyone were ever to listen to this they'd be like that's rookie shit, bro. But it's like I don't know, for me it was awesome. I've never been good at a shooter like that. So it was fun to be able to play. And it was more about the feeling of like just getting to the point where like, because I've always in games like you could ask, not that you know whatever, but if you were to ask anyone that I've played online games with, I have like no situational awareness. I'm like I don't know where I am. Like I'm just like they're like, oh
well, we've played Disco Elysium enough times to know that you have no idea.
I remembered that as soon as I said I have no idea where I am, because I was gonna say I was literally gonna say it. You know, I'm talking about like I'll be in a room and I'll go into another room and I'll be like, how do I get back to the room I was just in? You know what I mean? Like, and meanwhile I've done that a million times on Disco. You know what I mean? So the fact that hold up, I think your camera is frozen here. Good thing I noticed that before I talked for 20 minutes. Yeah, it's in Discord. Okay, what do I do about that? Okay, nope, that's not. Wait, hold up. 1 sec. Okay. All right. Let me disconnect from Discord. One sec. How should I do this? I don't know. Be right back. 1 sec. Alright, so I don't know what's going on, but here we are. It's me. Oh. Eric disconnected, so it's just a little bit of me. But that's okay. Yeah, Eric just texted me saying his internet took a break. I've never heard of it referred to that way, but I like it. How's this? Can we do this? Alright, we'll do this for now. Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's live still, by the way.
Good.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I think downloading Wolfenstein might have like put a little bit of strain on the internet.
Probably, yeah. That makes sense.
So, I gotta get my video back on.
Oh yeah. I probably should have told you that. But yeah.
Urine.
There we go. Urine. So no, yeah.
All right.
You are in. But yeah, so what was I saying? I don't know. Like
you were gotten really good at. You were gotten good.
Oh yeah. Well, good. By my standards.
I need to say something really quickly.
Yeah.
The wind blowing through my window smells like Halloween, and it makes me so happy.
Oh man, I wish I was experiencing that. Well, I will soon.
It just blew in here, and I while you were talking before I cut out, I was just like, oh, that fucking smell?
Yeah, I do. I honestly feel like I
it just
know what
smells
you
like
mean.
Walking around in crunchy leaves.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. That's what I was
And it smells like, like having a hoodie on and talking to your boys. Maybe you're holding a skateboard that's kind of like starting to, your fingers hurt a little bit too much from carrying it all day.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's actually funny because like my nostalgia for that involves like it involves like there. Too. It's so funny. It just feels like being in college when it's that one day, like you go to college Monday through Thursday and maybe on like Wednesday it's like an easy ass day, like you pretty much get out at like noon and it's like, you go to school from like 9:30 to 12 and then you're free. Go to Taco Bell on the way home or something like that,
Who the hell knows, man?
Get home, play a little WoW.
You got the window open and you're getting a little cold, but you like it. It smells good out there.
Play a little WoW until other people are available, and then it's like 3 p.m. You'd be like, skate,
Yeah.
Then you just go meet up, get Moe's. Probably not Taco Bell and Moe's at the same day, but
different days, but
but
dude, man, those times. That's like, I mean, honestly, when we talked about this the other day, not streaming, obviously, but we talked about like Long Island being very different.
Yeah.
Now versus then, because I felt like then it felt like, or maybe it's just like our understanding of the world was more limited, so it seemed way more.
I think that might be it, to be honest. Yeah, but
we weren't looking forward to other things that we were like. Just driving around.
Right. It's kind of like what we were talking about at the very beginning. It's like back then I think we were able to just be like, man, you know what? Life is good right now. Like, and it was enough to just be like, yeah, like last week I got that clip of me like kick flipping that stair set. So like honestly, like everything's been going really well for me. Like, that's it. Like that's all. That's it. Or like even just something like, I don't know, whatever. Like, oh man, like. Yeah, I kickflipped that stair set last week, and then like now, like I have like this group assignment, and like I don't know, I'm kind of crushing on one of the girls in my group. Like maybe I'll say, hey, what's up one day. Maybe not. Never did, but thought maybe I would.
Who knows? It's possible.
Yeah, like, and then, and it's just good like that. Like, and it just feels, and then like Oh, I don't know. I used to get so happy when it would be like, I don't know, like when I would, it wouldn't be Discord at the time, but like whatever we used back then. I guess were we using Skype? No, I mean we would use like Mumble. I don't know. First it was Ventrilo, then Mumble, but like we would I don't know. I would just like open it up, be like, "Is anyone in here?" Oh, cool. There's like 3 people in there. Like I'm gonna hop in, and it would be like fun. Now I never do that because I'm like, and it's not like it's not that the world has changed into a bitter place, even though I honestly do think it kind of has. I mean, it has, but I'm not saying that's the reason why things are different for me personally. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just like stuck in this mindset where it's like hard to appreciate the little things in life because it's like multinational corporations are still ravaging the third world. You know what I mean? Like, I know that, you know, it's an important thing, but it's like, bro, I got to take a minute to actually just like enjoy my life a little bit sometimes, you know?
Indeed.
Because it's not like I'm doing anything to fix the problem. I mean, I don't know what I could really do. Overthrow capitalism.
Lately I've been, I know. Lately I've been preaching this because I like, you know, you talk to enough people and pretty much everyone agrees with how fucked up things are and how. But the thing is, it's like, you're eventually have to come to terms with the fact that you can't really do anything major to shift the gears of capitalism
Right.
alone.
Right.
But what you can do is little things that make your life and your like small community's life better.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you know, I talk about the needle thing, right? I'm like, you can only really move the needle so much, and if you focus on that, then it's gonna be it has a domino effect. If you get enough people to just do little bits of stuff, things will get better. You know, but if you have just a bunch of people being bitter and sad that things can't be good, then they're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so talk about that a lot lately.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, so I don't know. I've just been trying to allow myself to just get involved in a little cool story in a game or something and just play and just I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm fucking hyped to play. I'm
hyped for Metro. While you
Metro.
Right, while you were buying that stuff, I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were like adjusting your mic or something like that. I was looking at like a quick YouTube video of like people talking about the game, and it's just like I don't know. It just seems so what I would be down with. Like
yeah, I haven't played the newest one. I think there's 3 total. Or maybe
really?
4. Yeah.
Oh,
I played the first 2, and the newest one came out like a couple of years ago.
Oh wait, so which one did you play?
I played Metro.
Oh, Metro franchise. Oh, okay. Metro 2033 came out in 2010. Oh, so that's probably the one you played. Then there's Metro Last Light, and then there's Metro Redux. Or how do you say that?
Oh.
Like, is it
Metro Exodus is the newest one.
Metro Exodus. Okay.
Yeah, Metro 2023. Yeah, I played the redos.
How do you say that word?
You
don't know either? Okay, not just
No.
me. I've seen it a million times, obviously, but
Redo.
like, yeah, right? It seems like it's redo, but I mean,
Yeah.
Redux. In my head, I always say Redux, but I don't think that's what it is. Because I just said it out loud, and I'm like, I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's the remastered version.
No, I know. I'm curious now. I just need to know.
Yeah, I played 2033 and Last Light. Those were really fun.
Okay, cool. Oh, so wait, actually, did you get... You said 2033 and Last Light?
Yeah, I played both of those and they were very fun.
Oh, so you literally did get the redo one.
I got
Because that's a remaster of those games. Oh, sweet.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got those. And then I Exodus I haven't played yet, but supposedly
Redux.
it looks fucking beautiful.
Oh, it is Redux. Were you able to hear that?
No.
Redux.
Oh, okay. It'll be on the stream. It's coming through my desktop audio. That's not going to go through.
Wait, do it again.
Redux.
Redux.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Redux.
Oh yeah, I do have that window open on Discord actually, so you would be able to hear it.
From when my internet went down, I had to like refresh the
yeah.
stream. the watching stream.
Nice. This is gonna be cool.
But yeah,
I'm excited
Metro's
to try this
Metro's
out.
2033 was really fun. Last Light was also really fun, but Last Light gets a little bit more into like the weirdness going on, which is cool.
All right. It has good reviews, but I think
Maybe I have to get Exodus now too. $25 in Walmart.
gotta head over to Walmart soon. Damn.
Yeah, it's so snowy.
What is it?
It's so snowy in the
What?
game. I'm looking
Oh,
at pictures of the game.
in which game?
Exodus.
Oh, Exodus. Sorry.
Well, actually, all in Metro, it's all very snowy.
Yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, well it is Russia.
Mhm. It's fun. You'll love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Wait,
'Cause
with Wolfenstein, it takes place in Germany, obviously, or
Yeah. I mean, it's kind
it
of
all-
all over
you
the
move
place a little
around?
bit. Yeah, you move around a lot.
gotcha.
I think, right?
I've been
Like,
hearing about that game being good for a million years, so I'm hyped to be able to play fucking 4 of them in a row.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't even imagine 4 in a row. I mean, I only know the one, but yeah. But like I said, the New Order is the one I played, and
That's
it was
the
just
first one.
great. Yeah, I guess.
So probably by next week when we stream again. Also, my schedule next week is the same, so I'm
Okay,
streaming
cool.
Wednesday.
Very cool.
So we can do we could do a Wednesday stream, and I'll talk about we could talk about the game.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll either play Metro right away, or I'll play Metal Gear Solid quick. No, or I'm making it sound like I'm like not excited to play that. Like Metal Gear Solid was one of my favorite franchises growing up. So
Oh, the $7 game that you bought.
yeah. Have you ever played
Gotcha.
Metal Gear Solid?
I've played the newest one. I think that's from like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, so that might be this one,
Metal Gear Solid.
Rising or something.
No, it's the one. The one I feel like that got like it was like really really popular, and it had like fucking the sniper with the stockings on,
Stocking.
with like the fishnet stockings.
Oh, that's like the first one, isn't it?
Of like a new
Sniper
series.
Wolf.
No. It's Metal Gear Solid fucking. It was
The
I never played
Phantom
any of the-
Pain.
yes, Phantom Pain.
Oh, really? I've never even heard about this. I used to be so into this.
That was the only one that I've ever played, and it was very fun.
Oh,
But
has
it
good
also
reviews?
it got extremely repetitive after a while, and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah.
You basically like it's really fun in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you're at a point where you're just like kind of like radiant questing, taking over bases.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm bored.
Huh.
Because you have to like do a bunch of stuff before you can like progress, I think, or something. Or maybe I was missing something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
But it was
would
fun.
I would want to play that game too, because I was obsessed with these when I was young. I used to literally get home from school and then like sneak around my house because I was like, I need to do stealth missions.
Oh yeah. I used to do that, but I didn't. You know what? What was I played Splinter Cell? That was
Oh
really
yeah.
fun.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, I liked like ninja stuff, and I liked Metal Gear Solid stuff. So it's like, actually, in fact, it's funny because yeah, it still is the same way in Final Fantasy 14. My favorite class that I've played is ninja, and in Wolfenstein, it's like, or Wolfenstein, whatever. It's like, so you kind of get like bonuses based off like what you do. Like, okay, so if you're big into like running and gunning, dual wielding guns, you'll get like kind of like up, like you'll like kind of level up a little bit, and you'll do better with dual wielding.
Oh,
and stuff.
I didn't know that was going to be a thing, and I'm happy.
Oh yeah. Well, my bonuses were mostly like using the silenced pistol and like one tapping them. You know what I mean? Or like
Yeah,
stabbing people. Like I always
that's
do like
probably how I
stealthy
ended up playing,
gameplay.
too.
But to me,
Yeah.
I would say if it's like a little bit of an older game, not insanely, but it's like, it's 8 years old. It's like you can really like kind of cheese the game. Like, you can just like manipulate the AI to like not attack you. So like if I was doing the stealthy stuff, and like running around trying to just like peek corners and just like one tap people. It's like, I don't know. It almost felt like I was like cheating a little bit. So sometimes I would just be like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go in and like take on like 5 guys or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
Take them all.
yeah, just take them right on. Yeah. Actually, honestly, I could take on some 5 Guys burgers and fries right now.
Ooh, that sounds pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Damn, when do they close? If they're open till 10, I'm going. Cuz it's 8:49 right now. Closes at 10. All right, we'll see what
Like
happens.
you're gonna get some burgers and fries.
Maybe, I don't know. Because
I feel you. Sometimes
had
like
pizza
the stealth in
yesterday,
games is
so-
broken.
yeah.
Ooh, hell yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just cool. Like also I played on, you know, there's like difficulties. I played on like what would be considered like hard. You know, I guess it's like super easy, medium, hard, very hard, you know. I played on hard and I did die a lot. Like, you know, it was not the easiest thing in the world because also, so, you know,
Can you
I mean,
change the difficulty mid-game?
yes, you
Or
can. You can.
Okay.
But
I'll probably start on normal. If it's too easy, then I'll go.
I recommend that because I don't know, I just had a feeling like, not like I said, I'm not even that good at like first person shooter games at all, but it's like, I don't know, I just had a feeling it's like, I don't know, I played like Halo and stuff when I was like, I don't know, how old would I have been, 13, you know, so it's like, and I was able to beat that. Like, I'm pretty sure that like if I play on normal mode it's going to be too easy, but to be honest it wasn't. Like, I mean, I played like I said on hard mode, it was hard. I don't know, it was the perfect difficulty. Like, it was just perfect. I don't know.
Okay.
It was
Gotcha.
like tough, and it took like a lot of, you know, trial and error sometimes, but like when you did the stuff, it was like, oh, I pulled that off. That was dope. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, I'm just running around blowing people's heads up, you know, like.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, is sometimes with difficulties in games, it's like, you know, it's just like people take more damage or you take less damage, and then it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, now I'm just have to shoot them more to kill. Like, nothing actually,
Right.
the gameplay doesn't change.
Yeah, it didn't feel like
And
that.
that's like,
like you
but
could
yeah, when
still with a pistol one shot them and stuff like that. Like,
okay, cool.
and with any gun, I guess you could, but or I don't know. I don't
Maybe
know the details, but
Maybe I'll play hard mode.
yeah, I don't know. The only reason I'm saying that is because I do think I did feel happy that I played on that, because I think if it was on medium, it would have been between the difficulty level and the stealth, and the fact that you get rewarded for stealthing by doing more damage with, or like whatever, having better accuracy. I don't even know what the perks give you really. It just says you like get a bonus to it, but I don't know. If it was any easier, I feel like the stealthing around would have been like almost too broken. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
but yeah, I don't know. It was great. I'm making it sound like it's a big issue. It's like not at all. I enjoyed every moment of the game, everything about it. It was awesome.
That's a fucking hard sell. I'm down.
Yeah, and I like
I mean,
really
easy sell.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So should be
It's-
cool.
But also, I recommend playing Kingdom Come Deliverance as well. That fucking game.
Yeah, I mean,
played
I'm
that game
kinda interested
when it
now.
came out years ago.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, Kingdom Come Deliverance is not the Bannerlord game.
Right.
Okay. And it's basically, yeah, you play as you're like a peasant in a town, kind of, and you're in the very beginning of the game, like the town gets attacked,
Okay.
right? So then you're forced out into the world, and
Okay.
it's first person. You're walking around, and it's like I've already played it and beat it, but like there's like a bunch of DLC that I got a while ago, and I was like, but I like played it too recently to like want to play it through the game again.
Okay.
So I just started playing it again today, and it's been long enough where I don't remember everything that happened. So it's like I'm not like just skipping dialogue, being like, okay, come on, let's get to the fun part. It's like I'm like, oh, I forgot about this.
Damn.
All the little details. It's like fun.
So there's cool story and stuff too.
Really cool story.
I'm
cool
very
story.
interested.
It's probably super cheap.
It
now,
takes
too.
place in medieval Bohemia during the Roman Empire.
Yeah,
This
and it's
sounds
like very
awesome.
political. They talk about all the politics of the time, and you can like it's RPG game, so it's like you kind of like you get to pick dialogue options that like affect things, and you have to like eat food and sleep and stuff, which is kind of fun.
Huh.
And like the sword fighting is like kind of hard but fun, and like you're not like a fucking champion is the cool part of the game. You're
Yeah,
just
I
like a
like
guy,
that. I like that.
you know. They're not like, oh, you're the chosen one. It's just like kind of like circumstantial that you're like even doing the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, cool.
It's really, really fun.
I might
So
check it
I was
out.
playing that last night. And went through basically the epilogue of it, or the prologue of it. I mean,
Yeah, I might check that out because I'm a little more skeptical about this. I don't know. It's weird. I would imagine myself to love this type of game, but like, to be totally honest, like, I'm not saying I didn't like these games, but like I said, I mean, if I am into something, I usually get like totally sucked into it and become like obsessed. And like I said, I like Wolfenstein. I beat the game in like 3 days. I just played like
Yeah.
a lot. Like, it's like,
I don't know. I feel you. I do the same thing.
right, but with like, for example, like Oblivion and Skyrim, like, I just didn't get hooked on it. I played them both, but like only like 2 sittings. I just never really got drawn in. And I know you loved those, right? Like,
Yeah.
so, and this kind of gives me a similar feeling a little bit.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
But there is more. See, the thing is, the story is kind of more driving in this game too.
Yeah.
So that's helpful because sometimes I feel like with open world games, there's just so much to do that you kind of like, I don't really want to do any of this.
That's kind of what it is, because even The Witcher 3, I couldn't really go 100% into it because I just felt like I felt overwhelmed. I'm like, I have all these materials. I'm supposed to be crafting. I'm supposed to be like advancing certain things about the game. Like, I just want to like experience the story. That's pretty much why I'm playing. I just want to go through and like see what happens, you know, like.
Yeah. So yeah, you gotta. It's definitely a different mindset. But this one is kind of like a middle ground between like a very linear story based game and an open world game, because you can really follow the story a lot easier. And the story is like way more cinematic than it is in like Oblivion, where it's just like a guy just dialoguing, dumping on you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, go here and get this stone. And you're like, okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
So this one's more like there's like cinematics that happen like cutscenes of like,
yeah, I love that stuff.
yeah, and it's like you and like the clothes that you picked too, which is I love.
Oh, I like that.
You know,
yeah,
that's always a cool thing. So you can see your guy in his armor.
I'm gonna watch like a little video later, and that says, you know, I think you could see my screen. It's like,
yeah,
stuff like, I bought Kingdom Come Deliverance in 2022, and then he'll be like, this is what it was like, you know.
Yeah, I like those. I always watch those videos to get
yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking about getting fucking Port Royale 3.
What's that?
I was looking. It's basically like about like the trade routes in like the 1800s and like the Caribbean, and like you play as like Spain or France or whatever, and you like build cities and trade.
Damn, you love those types of games, but that does sound awesome.
But then I was like, I looked at the review and it was like, it's so easy and like straightforward and kind of boring. And I was like, okay, I'm not playing that game.
That sucks. Yeah. Oh, you mentioned like the cinematic storytelling and stuff like that. By the way, in Wolfenstein, I gotta say, the voice acting is the best I've ever seen in a video game. Straight up. Like, I honestly felt that way. I don't know if this is like a common thing that other people feel, but like, the acting felt so good. I don't know. It was just so good. I don't know. That's just an added bonus.
I am so hyped to play it.
I don't want to oversell it now. I feel like I'm like overhyping it, but it's just I just enjoyed it.
If it throws you into a game, and you were sold off the bat, I'm gonna be sold off the bat as well.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, how can you not? Like, you're
are
literally
the guns World War II era guns?
No. It's kind of
modern guns.
Well, it's like, like I said, it takes place in 1960 after the war, so it's like a little more advanced. Like, it's like, you know, I guess, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I mean, there's aspects of the game that you're not going to expect. Like, it gets a little out there, so you do experience some weird guns and like, but for the most part, what were the guns like? I mean, I'm trying to even remember. It was like, I just remember thinking that they weren't, because at first I was like, oh great, I'm going to be using like the guns from like the old Call of Duty, like where it's World War II, you know? I don't remember what it was called, but I think it was literally just called Call of Duty, the first game. Yeah. I played that a little bit. And, you know, it's just, you know, you use that one gun that's like, you know, you put in the like thing of like 5 bullets, and you like kind of
M1
stick it in. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like the bolt action, whatever, I think. And it's like, yeah. Like, I was like, I don't want to have to use that the whole time. And then I was playing the game, and it's like normal. Like, you have like a, whatever, an assault rifle type thing. Then you have like a submachine gun type thing,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get any fucking little Lugers?
Yes, actually. Pretty much. I mean, yeah. I think. Yeah. It's cool. The main thing I liked about it was just the story and the world building, I guess, is the best way I can put it. Like, it just felt like, I don't want to say believable, because when you play it, you're going to be like, some of this stuff is not that believable, but like, I don't know, just in the context of the world. Believable. Right, exactly. The way that they built it up, it made it believable somehow,
I love a good game where like you're like, I got to put headphones on for this.
Oh, seriously, that's what I felt like. I actually remember, oh my god, it's like, this is kind of funny, but like, I was playing, and I knew I was like really close to the end, but I was like, oh man, all right, I gotta be super close to the end, but I don't have enough time to keep playing much longer unless it's gonna end like right now. Like, I have like, whatever, I have like a half hour. I don't want to get too invested and then like end it. So I stopped playing, and then I came back the next day, and I realized I was literally at the last thing. So it kind of like took the momentum away and kind of messed up the ending for me. Not messed it up, but it's just like, if I would have just been able to keep playing that session, I would have probably been like, oh my god, my mind is blown. That was so good. What a great game. But instead I was like, okay, let's sit down. Let's do this. All right, here we go. What are we doing? And then it's just like, boom, 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 boom. Okay, it's over. I'm like, oh, well, that was kind of anticlimactic,
Yeah.
But that's just timing. That's not the game's fault, Like.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So.
Dang. Yeah, you're gonna love Metro.
I know I will.
Especially if you're in a first-person shooting mindset.
Yeah.
Fucking so good.
Which I never.
That was one of those games. Literally woke up and I was like, I gotta play.
Yeah. Right. Like it's so cool. That's how I felt with Wolfenstein.
I would literally be like games like that the story just like everything, you feel like you're supposed to be like you really feel like you're doing the right stuff in it, like you're going like you have to be doing it.
Yeah.
I don't like any games that it's like excess fluff where you're like, I don't really feel like even doing this. Like, why is it making me do this stuff?
I know, and that all the games that I listed earlier, that's a lot.
Yeah.
WoW, Final Fantasy 14, so much. They even make jokes in it. They're like, I forget what it was, but it's like, I understand that you have to save the entire, existence of this solar system, but first, if I'm going to give you this information, I'm going to need you to go down to the garden and pick out 3 carrots for me. Like, it's like, wow, okay. But whatever, I mean, it's like, that's why I always thought that I loved, like, MMOs like that. I'm like, yeah, that's just the type of thing I like to do. But, I don't know. I think I'm just so used to it. And it's like you said before, it's like, those games are kind of like just, a lot of the time it can become for me, like, what I like about it is that I don't have to pay attention. I'm just like mindlessly running around grinding something or farming something or just like crafting something, and I'm just like watching YouTube videos in the background. It's like, am I even having fun? Like, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy is still fun and enjoyable, but I'm not even max level in that. That's another pathetic thing. I'm like max level is 90. I'm like 87 or something like that, and I just stopped playing. Like, well, to be fair, I was super hooked on it, and then I had to go to a wedding in Mexico, so I had to take a few days off from it, and I just never got back into it that much. But
sometimes, that'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what? You said this before. Well, I thought of this before, but during the pandemic, I remember like getting into a phase of like really playing games, like not like Civ where you just play over and over again. I would like beat games.
Yeah.
Like get a new game and like play all the way through it and get another. Like I played games like watching a series of like television.
Yeah.
And that was so fun. Like just like story games, and you're just like, oh,
right. That's awesome. What I'm kind of getting. I'm starting to do now, and I'm like, it is exciting. It's cool. It's fun. I don't know. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's like just something to do that's just like, okay, I'm doing this thing.
And if it's a really good game, man, it really feels like you're like, fucking cool.
I mean, people watch movies and then they're like, oh my god, that movie, like, they make it practically a part of their personality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, oh, The Notebook like changed my life or whatever. Like,
Whatever movie they
you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, so I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure the story of like, a lot of this stuff is whatever. I'm not saying it has to change your life, but it could totally be like, whoa, that was a really fun thing to just dive into for a while, and I'm really happy I spent my time experiencing that.
Yeah, and it's like being in a movie.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's
Dude,
another thing.
I got fucking obsessed with Hitman during that time.
Really?
Too.
I can't even
that
imagine
game was
that.
so fun.
Wow.
It was bizarre too, because it's like, it's levels, right? So you like.
Oh, really?
So you play a level, and I haven't played a level game kind of in a while.
I've never really liked that.
You're like in this town or like in like a mansion, and you have to like kill this target, and then you can kill them in different ways, and then it's like you like get different scores, and like I would just fucking be playing that so much. You just sneak around, put on different outfits.
Yeah, I bet I could appreciate that so much more now.
So fun.
But for the longest time, just like the concept of like levels, I was just like, I cannot imagine playing a game like that. Like that's what I like. The two of the biggest things that I was into was Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid, and it's like, I thought it was so cool because it doesn't feel like levels. It's not like in Metal Gear Solid once you like complete a thing, it's like, like, and like shows you your high score and how many people you whatever.
It does though.
In Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear, the fifth one does that.
Oh, it does?
And gives you like a star ranking, I think.
Oh.
Like how well you.
What, at the very end of the game? Oh, in the middle of the game? That's weird because, I don't think it does that in the other ones. It's just like, you just go about your thing. And like,
Well, like probably Wolfenstein is, right? Where it's like, it is levels, but it's like you feel like you're going in a straight line.
Yeah, kind of. Well, not really even. It's like, yeah, kind of. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, I guess there is levels, but it's more just like, here's the scene. You know what I mean? It's like, we got to go to this place to do this thing. And then you like go, and then you go try to complete the objective. But I don't know, it just takes me out of it when the game interjects and is like, you got a 4-star rating on that. That was a B+ performance. Your accuracy rating was this. You got shot this many times. You used this many health packs. And it's like, okay, like, I would prefer if it just like was like, you finish the thing you're trying to do, and then like the characters are like, oh, that was a close one. All right, let's go and keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to feel like
I agree.
It's kind of like you said. I kind of want to feel like I'm in a movie, not even a movie. I want to feel like I'm actually doing the thing that they're doing. Yeah. I don't want it to be like, I'm gonna try to just like get the developer to tell me I had a good round or something. Like.
Well, it depends. It very much has to do with like what kind of game it is. Because with Hitman, it works because it makes you want to keep playing the levels over and over again and like get then you get really good at moving through a level. And it's
sure, yeah. I bet it's fun for speedrunning and stuff like that, right? Like, or whatever. Like, like those communities, like.
Oh yeah, I've watched people play. When I was into that game, I would watch people be like, "This is how you do it." Like,
yeah, that's fun.
You can do it like this. You can do it like find like really weird ways to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat it really fast too.
That's cool.
But yeah, fucking video games are fun.
Yeah, it definitely can be. Yeah, it's cool.
Speaking of video games, we should fucking play some Disco soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, we got to be close to the end of that thing, and yeah, we can. I just want to know what's gonna happen. So.
I know. Well, I mean, I'm free tomorrow. I'm not sure if you are. If you want to do like an hour, we can do an hour if we're feeling up to it.
All right. I mean, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be around. I might be going somewhere, but we'll see.
It's all good.
It's possible that I will be. So, yeah.
Cool.
All right. I don't know. You want to wrap it up? It's like been just under 2 hours, and technically we've been doing this for 2 hours, but we had to do the little setup in the beginning, so. The actual
I'm good
is like an hour and 50 minutes, so that's pretty close. So whatever.
I'm definitely good to.
Plus, I want to play some of these games now, bro.
I know, me too. That's the same.
Yeah.
I've been like thinking, like, what game do I want to play? Do I want to play Kingdom Come, or what do I want to play? I'm like, well,
right.
Wolfenstein's still downloading, so maybe I could play this until then.
Yeah. No, totally. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, damn, do I get Metro now, or do I play Metal Gear Solid? I'm gonna try Metal Gear. and then if I get hooked on it, I'll keep going, and then if not, I'll do Metro. So
Okay. Check out, see how much it is too.
yeah,
If it's on sale right now, up only because I bought Wolfenstein right now because it's only on sale to
Yeah.
28th, and I'm like, I'm gonna forget about it.
okay, let me see actually. Well, I could just do this another time.
Well, you could do it right now. too.
Yeah, we
It's
could do it
fine.
right now. We could do it right now.
Steam.
It's $20. Okay, that's not bad.
Is it? Did they have a collection? Because they might.
Bundle. Yeah, but it's $60. So
Is that for all 3 games?
it's for Last
With
Light,
Exodus?
2033, expansion, and Exodus. Yeah.
That's probably worth it, honestly. But
Yeah, but I just don't know if I'm even gonna like it. I mean, I'm sure I
true.
am, but like but it's all good. I'll just spend the $20 on the Redux thing because that's technically 2 games anyway, so it's really kind of like $10 a game.
okay, cool.
So that's worth it.
That's not.
I don't know. I just need to. I feel like I'm out of control. I haven't bought a video game since. I don't even know. Did WoW Classic cost money? Final Fantasy. I bought Final Fantasy like a year ago. Final Fantasy 14.
Mm-hmm.
But then since then, I haven't really like before that. I don't know. WoW Classic in 2019. Before that, I don't know. Dota's free. That's it. I hadn't bought a game in like seriously probably 10 years. But then
Damn.
in the past like maybe not 10, but at least like 5. And then now I'm like buying a new video game like every like 4 days. It's crazy. Granted,
That's
I mean,
cool though, and it's
I'm dropping. I'm saying like, oh, I'm spending so much money on. I'm buying all these games. I probably spent like a grand total of like $35 because all the games are like $15, $7.
Yeah.
So. But yeah. All right. Cool. So yeah, we'll.
all right. Let's head
see.
out.
All right. Thanks for watching. Anybody who did and anyone who will, you're awesome for doing that.
Yeah, and come join us next week, and we'll give you an update on video games we've been playing.
Yeah, this is a weird one. We've never talked about video games on
Never.
the stream really before, and we just talked about it
Once.
nonstop. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, because we played Final Fantasy.
Oh, right, yeah. And Disco, but that
And
doesn't
we
really
also
feel like a video game. That's like,
No,
we're living in an alternate person, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, also, I noticed. I looked on the YouTube manager thing, and there are people who've been watching that.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Like a bunch of them.
That's awesome.
I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Yeah, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
And also, anyone who sees this on Twitch, we have a new YouTube channel.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to make that known.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a YouTube channel just for the live stuff because reasons that make sense to us. We don't know if it's real or not, but
Nah, we're trying it out. I don't know.
yeah. All right. Well,
But yeah, it's called The Pine Men Live. So
yes.
Yeah.
Check
All
it out.
right.
I'll put a link somewhere.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Peace, everybody.
Thanks for coming. This is the Pine Man